it's easy for all of us to get caught up in great quarterback play, right? And we talk about quarterbacks all the time, and is it the most important position in football? Yes, it is. You generally don't have a lot of success as a team without a great quarterback. However, we have two really dynamic running backs in Alabama's Najee Harris, Clemson's Travis Etienne. Now, all due respect to some of the other great backs like Chuba Hubbard and everything, I wanted to break down these two really great backs on these two outstanding teams and more so really analyze how each team uses their star back. I'm going to start with Alabama because they are a real power-oriented running football team. They use these gap schemes and these power schemes so well for Najee Harris. He's kind of like the hammer, right? And he's big, he's physical. Here is a power play. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to block down on the left side, pull the right guard and the tight end. So that guard and tight end are going to come around, look for first color. They happen to just see one guy. They're going to double team him. The safety had rolled back from Ole Miss. It's a poor defense. They're misaligned. There's no support player, and it's a big play for Najee Harris. That power play and those gap schemes have been so good to Alabama. Here's another gap scheme. It's called pin and pull. These offensive line highlighted, they're covered. So all they do is pin their guys, and then the two offensive linemen that are uncovered, they're going to pull. All right, that's the rules. Very simple. It's a nice little gap scheme, pin and pull. Right now, Harris goes out there, reads the two blocks. Guess what? One lone safety ready to beat him. It's one-on-one, gives a little stiff arm, and gets to the pylon for a touchdown. Great gap scheme there. Then to close it out, they're up 8. They need to stay on the field. They get 3 tight ends and 2 backs in order to invite Ole Miss all the way up to the line of scrimmage. They block down with the offensive line, pull the guard, kick him out with the end man on the line of scrimmage, and then the fullback has a devastating block on the linebacker. And because Ole Miss is all stacked in there at the line, there's nobody left. Once that block takes place by the fullback, Harris is gone. So 3 different gap schemes, power plays, pin and pull. Alabama utilizing the power of Najee Harris to their advantage. Now let's contrast that with how Clemson uses Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne, I think, is an NFL starter right now in a Clemson uniform. And watch this. Folks, I'm just going to give you a rip of all the screen passes that Clemson threw to Travis Etienne against Miami last week. There were 7 of them. So think about the juxtaposition there. You've got Harris running between the tackles, power, power, power. He's the hammer. The defense is the nail. Whereas Etienne, he's so skilled that they're trying to get him the ball in any way that they possibly can, in particular on the outside, so that he can utilize some of that speed and elusiveness that he has in space. But folks, he can do the power as well. There at the end of the game when they needed it, what is it? It is the exact same play that Alabama ran. Here they go, pulling the guard, he kicks out, the H-back leads up, he blocks the linebacker, and Etienne runs the power, and he's down the sideline for a touchdown. So while they are very different, and they're so skilled and they are used differently, there is some similarity between the way that Clemson and Alabama use Etienne and Harris. Just a fascinating breakdown when you watch the film and you watch these great players and how their schools use them. And I bet that they're going to have huge seasons because their offensive coordinators understand how to get them the football in the prime spots in order for them to be successful.
For the best access, perspective, and personalities in all of sports, follow us at Fox Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here, College Football on Fox.